It's 12 o'clock and we are ready. Nick, you definitely
Not very Halloween.
You've made the effort.
I'm in black, I suppose.
You're in black, and I have got a Jack and Sally dress that we got at the outlets, which is super. I think it's meant to be like 3D. So if anyone's got any 3D glasses, then you may see it a bit differently. But yeah, oh, I'm so excited. I didn't want to wear Mickey ears, so I decided, you know, I'd make my own, which are a little bit more comfortable. We are heading out now to get something to eat. We have decided to go and get something now and then get an Uber from where we're eating, which is possibly Outback Steakhouse, because I really like their bread. Sorry, Ava, because yeah, she loves it. So we're gonna go there. We're gonna get an Uber from there over to Magic Kingdom. The likelihood of us wanting to eat when it's so hot is slim to none, isn't it? So when we do decide where we're going to eat, which we have a good idea, we're probably going to share. So I will catch up with you when we get to our restaurant and show you the amazing food we've decided to eat at lunchtime. The restaurant is pretty empty, so it's very unlikely that I'm going to sit here and vlog. I've already been complimented on my fake Mickey ears, which was kind of cute. So yeah, we've come to Outback. Apologies, Ava, again. I know that you love the bread. But yeah, we are just looking over the menu. I think with the weather being 34 degrees outside, they said that it was meant to be overcast and some thunderstorms this week, didn't they? But we've not experienced any, and there's not a cloud in the sky, which means it's very, very hot. And wearing all black, myself and Nick really felt it waiting at the iRide bus stop. So Nick said, should we go and eat outside? I was like, absolutely not. We're going to utilise the aircon in the restaurant. So I will show you my meal when it arrives. Just came out of Outback. Price-wise, relatively good. Service-wise,
They weren't very good.
Not so good, which is really disappointing because the food's amazing. Just one of the servers, you could tell he wasn't really getting any help from any of his co-workers, was he?
No.
So unfortunately, service wasn't as great. Getting drinks was a real problem, but the food, I mean, the food was delicious. We've seen on lots of vlogs that it's best to eat prior to going to the party, because we don't want to presume we're going to get food there, do we?
No.
So, good shout, Nicholas.
I don't want to eat.
Yeah. Although there is some treats that we've been eyeing up, isn't there?
Yeah.
We're really hoping to be able to get hold of some of the themed delights that they have on offer only at the party. So yeah, we're just walking around Icon Park. We've never been here before, and you know, it's actually quite a nice place to come, isn't it? Lots of restaurants and lots of stalls. Got the big wheel behind us. Not sure I'd want to do it in this sort of heat, but the Castle Hotel's just behind us, which is on Universal Boulevard. So yeah, unless you're driving the green line on the iRide trolley, you wouldn't necessarily see it. But I think when Epic Universe is built, a lot more people will be exposed to that side of Universal Boulevard. So yeah, we're just having a wander. We'll probably get an Uber shortly over to Magic Kingdom. That's where we are. Where is it? We are not at Magic Kingdom. What happened?
We went to
Epcot
rather than Magic Kingdom by the Uber driver.
Yeah, the Uber driver decided, you know, I'm not going to follow the massive signposts on the road that says left to Magic Kingdom. What I'm going to do is turn right. And he definitely did that. So we ended up in Epcot. Thankfully, we had plenty of time to get the monorail over to Magic Kingdom. So we're actually looking at the multi-day ticket prices at the moment, which is going to be really handy for when we come back, because I don't think we're going to do the 2-week tickets. I think what we're going to do is park hopper. So these are the current multi-day ticket prices. 2 days, So there you go. You can do some comparisons as to which tickets may suit you. We are on the boat. I'm so excited. Like ridiculously childlike excited, do you think?
Yeah.
Am I going to embarrass you tonight?
More than likely.
Oh yeah, the embarrassment gauge is well up there. I am full of energy. I cannot wait. We've still got... I don't mind, it's a Disney boat. But we're going to head over to Magic Kingdom now. There is our wristband. Let's have a look, Nicholas. That was absolutely something else, wasn't it, Nick? 2 hours in...
Hot.
Here we come. Thank you. Let's go get our first treat. Fill this bag up for the girls. Thank you. And that's it. Let's have a look, Nicholas. You're eating that straight away, aren't you? It's the brownie M&Ms. What flavour?
Fudge brownie.
Fudge brownie. It's weird walking through this section because this is typically closed off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we're not going to follow the crowd, or do we? Where should we go, Nicholas? There is 2 hours left of the day guests, and then what they do is they have an hour to filter out the day guests for the party guests. So we're going to head over to Tomorrowland. We have seen on other vlogs not to go this way, but we were literally the 5th person in.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, a lot of people were running to Jack and Sally, weren't they?
Yeah.
Running. So we've just hit our 10,000 steps for the day. So it'd be interesting from this point to see how many steps we get at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So I will keep you updated on the treat trail, a little bit of the parade, some of the show. I'm not going to show all of it because, like us, if you're anything like us, we don't want to see all of it, do we? On vlogs, we want tasters, we want teasers. And yeah, first stop is Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger because Nick really wants to whoop my score. Check 5:30. We have ridden 3 rides.
Yeah.
So Buzz Lightyear, which yeah, it was just inevitable. Actually, I'll be honest with you, the woman that was in front, I was competing against her because there was no way I was going to beat Nick's score. We did that one, then we went over and did Haunted Mansion. That was a 30-minute wait, and then we just rode Pirates of the Caribbean. It is very, very humid. Nick has gone and got himself a snack, a frozen banana. He said that's one of his 5 a day, so it's acceptable. Even though it's covered in, what is that, chocolate and nuts? So I'm not really feeling treats at the moment. Hydration is the key. So we've got this water bottle. It costs us $3. $3.75, and we're just going to refill this at the water stations, aren't we? But you can ask for a cup of iced water anywhere and they would give it to you for free, but just for handy we just have the water. So we've still got an hour and a half before the party starts. I think Nick thinks I'm a little bit crazy because we are by the jamboree, aren't we? And if you walk under the archway where you typically would get Dole Whip, there's the Tiki Room. Now those two are great spots for trick-or-treating and getting your treats. And Nick didn't realise that you can actually come out, walk around and go back in. So as we're waiting for the parade, we're going to be here in Frontierland. You bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be looping the trick-or-treat thing while we're waiting for the parade to start, just to see how much candy I can get. But we picked up this Billabong backpack last year at the outlets, and it's got a insulated thermal part at the bottom for lunch boxes, so we're hoping that it keeps the chocolate from melting because it is really hot. What did we just bag, Nicholas?
Tron.
Boarding group 154, we generally do not have a clue how long that's going to take. We could be riding it at like 11 o'clock this evening. Who cares? We got a virtual line, so really impressed with that. It seems a lot easier to do that than the stress with Rise of Resistance when that first opened. That was a lot of pressure on my shoulders. It has just turned 6 o'clock, which means the park will be slowly filtering out non-party guests and keeping us with our special bands in the park. So we've got an hour before the party starts. We have ridden everything that we wanted to ride bar Tron.
Yep.
Barnstorm is down.
Yeah, Runaway Mine's got a bit queue, but we'll wait till later.
Yeah, we're in, no, that's Seven Dwarfs, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
We're in no rush to ride that, but everything else we have managed to get on. And it's like 5-minute waits, isn't it? Like, it's a small world, it's 5 minutes. We are not doing that. It's just, that would torture us for the rest of our lives. But we might go into Tomorrowland and have another go on Buzz Lightyear, maybe go on Speedway, do some cheesy rides. But yeah, we've done everything that we wanted to do prior to the party starting, which means we can be a little bit more focused on the party itself instead of worrying about queue times, etc. But yeah, Main Street is pretty busy, but we're going to have a look at some of the stores, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I will catch you up later when we start the party and go on a treat hunt. Officially say riding Space Mountain in the pitch black completely changes the experience, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nick got the front row, thankfully. Well, she said 1 and 2. I was not going in the front of that. When it's got the lights on, you can see the track, can't you?
Yeah.
And it takes away all the element, but in the pitch black, wow. So we have decided we're waiting for our boarding pass for Tron. So we're going to go on a treat trail. We're going to the first stop, which is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, and go and fill our bags up full of chockies and stop Nick from eating them. No chance. What's happening, Nick?
Broke down about 20 minutes.
We've just ridden Tron. What did you think? Brilliant. If you love riding bikes, I think the adrenaline you get from the start is amazing. So it is just turned 9 o'clock. We had some issues with on one of the rides, so that's delayed us by about half hour, 40 minutes. I think they put a lightning lane on our passes, but it's hard to look that up at the moment. So we are going to do another treat trail. There's one just outside Tron, so we're going to go and grab that, make our way to Main Street, and in the fingers crossed we get a position for the parade. If not, there is a later one and we will watch that. But honestly, the theming around this is absolutely epic. It is amazing. So yeah, let's go grab some more treats. We just finished watching the parade. It is something else. You have to be there early if you want a good spot. I think all gloves are off, aren't they?
Yeah.
You got people with selfie sticks, pulling out phones. So you really do need a front row spot if you want decent pictures or video footage of the parade. But in all, the characters were so involved, weren't they? All the villains were proper giving you the stare. So we're now going to go on a bit of a treat hunt. I think we're going to do a bit of a challenge, aren't we? The treat hunt at the Starlight Cafe is a pretty simple loop. So I think what Nick might do is time me to see how many times I can do the loop in, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes. Should I start it now?
Yeah.
Okay, starting now. Right, I did the loop 3 times with both treat bags, and that was so embarrassing. The cast member, Carson, she was lovely, and I said to her, I'm kind of doing a little challenge, so you're going to see me repetitively for 10 minutes. And then it got to the 3rd time round and she was like, well, the 2nd time she asked my name. And when I went through the 3rd time and she said, I've got you, Lisa, I had this overwhelming sense of guilt that I was robbing candy from children because literally Nick's bag got filled. So what we've done, so sad, we've emptied the bags into his backpack and just kept the full-size M&Ms that you get upon entry. So we're going to head over to Frontierland and have a look at some of the treat trails there. You know, go and visit cast members that don't recognise my face.
Wonderful to have you here.
You don't have to bend down. Just don't sit here.
Have a tale to tell. Yes, Halloween is a night filled with surprises. Playful tricks, playful treats. What? Anything can happen on Halloween, as some friends found out on a night much like this one. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, Zero! Here, boy! Zero! Where is that dog? There you are, Zero. It's time now to take our friends on a Halloween adventure. One they'll not soon forget.
The fireworks show was absolutely fantastic. Again, it's just one of these situations, everyone wants to be there to see it, so you've got to make sure you're there early. I think from the weight of Nick's bag, we may have to put a halt to the trick or treat trail. We're slightly cautious that we may be overweight because we have been doing Christmas shopping as well. So we shall see as to whether or not we're going to carry on doing the treat trail. There's a lightning lane that we've been gifted for being stuck on Buzz Lightyear earlier. It's about 40 minutes, I think, we were stuck on there in total. So we're probably going to use that on Haunted Mansion, but I'm just about to enjoy some food. It is 10 o'clock and we were still full up from the Outbacks at lunch, so we're at our favourite place, and that is Casey's Corner. I don't know what Nick's picking, but whatever it is, I know it's going to be absolutely delicious. We're done. We've just watched the Hocus Pocus show and I was in my element. I was such a big kid. Would you take me again? No. Yes, you would. Embarrassing. I'm not embarrassing. It's because I knew all the lyrics to the Hocus Pocus song. Oogie Boogie Man came out, who's my absolute favourite. All in all, it was money well spent. We arrived just before, we got into the park just before 4. It is now, what, 11? It's 11:05. We've done everything. Treat trails, all the rides, seen the parade, seen the fireworks show, as well as the Hocus Pocus show. So I'm excited to be leaving when it isn't the end of the night, because people have told us it is super hectic. Sometimes it can take up to 2 hours to board the monorail just to get out of here, and that's on a clear night, isn't it? It gets worse if it's like storms. So that's a wrap for today. What are we doing tomorrow, Nick? Chilling. We might go over to Universal as we finish so early. Universal, Nick's feet are done. He's like, how do they hurt so much? I wear work boots all day, every day, but I think it's down to the socks, a good pair of socks. So with that said and done, I'm going to leave it here. I'll see you tomorrow.